So with the Amazing Digital Circus coming to its conclusion, I've been meaning to talk about the series at some point. So I had this brilliant idea to write my thoughts on each episode as they came out, piece them together, compiling all my thoughts on each episode as I watched them. From the characters, to maybe some theories, and to various other thoughts I had going through the series. Oh, that was fun. Taking what I wrote in my notes and build them up to this concept. I wrote this script after the second or third episode released, so there will be a lot of questions asked. Some may be answered or may not be answered. It'll be a fun ride either way. So if you want, put this video in the background as you're gaming, or take a break per episode, or do whatever you want and enjoy as I enter the world of the Amazing Digital Circus.
Hello?
Looks like our new friend's already abstracted.
Well, I guess we're not all cut out for it.
I don't even remember her name, honestly.
We see that Pomni is still kind of shook up after the whole Kaufmo abstraction, and she's kind of worried now that she may be next to abstract.
Hey, Pomni, how'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are.
Aw, ain't she a doll?
Well, yesterday was a bit of a doozy. Don't worry about the whole abandoning me for the exit thing. It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings. You're all good.
Now, I know Ragatha is just being nice to her because she's just checking up on her, making sure that everything's fine, but I can't help but feel like there's some smidge of repression here. I'm not saying she's mad or anything, but I just have this feeling that there's more to that, if that makes any sense. She tells her Caine has a new adventure for the gang.
Today's adventure is Candy Carrier Chaos! The Candy Canyon Kingdom's been robbed of their most valuable resource, maple syrup! It's up to you to bring the rotten bandits who stole it to sweet, buttery justice!
Sounds.
Nope.
Silver White! I'm testing out a new AI in this one. It should be 57 times more immersive.
Oh, a new AI. You don't want to mess with the new AI, Zuby?
Yeah, no. Sounds fun. What do you think, Pomni?
So, our entire existence here is just LARPing.
Yeah, she's still going through the whole turn to a digital puppet for the AI overlord phase. Aw, Gangle's smiling. Good for her.
Oh.
Why are you all just standing there? The Candy Canyon Kingdom needs you now.
So this Candyland reminds me, obviously, Adventure Time for the whole Candy Kingdom, but for me it mostly reminds me of the Dreamland from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yes, that one. Only this one's rendered lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, it seems the NPCs forgot their skins as they're just all artist mannequins. But hey, at least they're all colourful.
Wow, Kinger, check out this castle. It's amazing.
They've even got little candy bugs here. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, this place is great.
It's the princess!
Oh, come on! Not even a minute in! Leave Gangle alone, man!
You must be the brave knight sent to us by God to help us with our recent catastrophe.
Huh. So he's God, huh? Since these are all NPCs, did Caine make them think that? Or was this just an NPC's natural progression of thinking? Like, was that their own choice, or was that Caine's entirely? If there's a distinction.
Your kingdom's awesome, by the way. Love the vibe.
I like you already.
Look, Pomni, we're already friends with the princess.
I'm not a child. You don't have to hype me up.
Oh, Pomni. Even in a land so sweet, you're the sour one. But I totally get it. The Queen gives them a modded syrup tanker to retrieve the stolen syrup, and a keyway back to the kingdom once they've completed the mission. Meanwhile, we get a look at our evil bandits who stole the syrup.
Do you think your mum's gonna pull through if we get all this back to the village?
I'm sure she will. This much syrup would save hundreds of people.
Won't know for sure until we get back to the village. She's a fighter, though. She taught me everything I know. Oi! Don't get too comfy, lads. Looks like they've sent someone after us.
Oh, so they're just a bunch of gummy gators. laced with Australian.
Crikey, mate, the butter's starting to get toasty.
Alright, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
I feel like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback.
God, Jax, leave her alone, man. You made her drive. She's doing her best. She's got strings for hands, for fuck's sake.
So, Pomni, I'm sure there's some way you could help out here. When we catch up to them, we could...
Gotta be assertive. Like this!
Hey!
Jax! As Pomni holds on to dear life, Kinger tries to help.
Pomni, take this!
God damn it, Kinger. You're lucky I like you. Once Jax finds his bazooka, the Gummy Gators decide to go off-road and... To be fair, that'd get him decent score on Tony Hawk. While the gang chased him, Jax tells Gangle to ram into them. If he aims that gun at her, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Hey, Gangle, you should ram into him.
What? You should not ram them. Pomni's still on board.
Do it, it'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives back here?
Do it, or I'll tell Ragatha about the figurine thing.
I don't think I want to know. But the Gummy Gang put a stop to their ramming with the sour spikes. But Kinger tosses an anchor over the enemy truck and, oh boy. She can patch that up, right? She's a doll, right? The team goes overboard into the Chocolate River as the Gummy Leader and Pomni glitch through the world and the truck. Speaking of patches, Caine should look into making some. As the gang float in the Chocolate River, they're introduced to the Fudge Monster.
We're one tanker away from being Augustus Gloop.
What's that? A delicious gift from within the kingdom gates? Don't mind if I do.
Whoa, buddy! You're not food, we're not candies!
Oh, you're not candy? How am I expected to eat something that's not made of candy? I'm sorry.
An obvious reference to the greedy monster from Raggedy Ann and Andy's Musical Adventure.
I must have some sweets. I must have the candy heart.
He was banished by the Queen for eating the townfolk, which... Okay, that took a dark turn with that one. Basically murder or cannibalism. I'm not too sure, I think it's a bit of both. But Jax bribes the monster with some sweet talk, no pun intended, into helping them to retrieve the stolen syrup and their way back into the Candy Kingdom. Meanwhile, outside the map, the Gummy Leader looks for his friends on a way out as he stumbles upon... Holy shit. I mean, this is world-shattering for Gummy here. Stumbling upon himself and his crew and the rest of his world as a simulation? That's gotta leave a mark on him. With him asking why Pomni's crew isn't here is just a nail in his perception coffin. Everything he's ever known is a facade, only as a form of entertainment as they're programmed for one sole purpose. Being given sentience, a history, a life, only to see it's... all for nothing, wondering what even is the point of existing, if you can even still call it that.
What's all this?
I don't know. We're somewhere under the map, I think.
Map? Why aren't you or any of your crew up here?
I'm not sure. Because we're not, NPCs?
NPCs? What are you on about? What are you people? What am I? Where's Mum? Shouldn't she be here with everyone else? I can't even remember her face. Did she ever have a face? Was anything ever real?
Okay, wait, don't think about that. I
want you to tell me exactly what I am.
As Gummy reflects his life is pointless, Pomni is the one to step up and pull him back up, but try to relate to him with her own circumstances. Maybe not entirely the same, but they are in the same kind of program.
You wanna try helping out at all? Hey, you okay?
No.
You want to talk about it?
What is there to talk about? I don't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing. My life, my memories, my friends. It's all fake.
May seem weird, but I think I know the feeling. Maybe not the exact feeling, but feeling like you're nothing is kind of normal. You still care about your buddies up there, don't you? I'm sure they still care about you.
What does it matter? We're just obstacles. Created to be defeated and forgotten.
Well, you don't have to be. The circus, the place I'm from, well, I'm originally from somewhere else. Maybe it can be yours too. Maybe you could be somebody real there.
Why are you trying to cheer me up? How does this benefit you at all?
I guess I just don't want you to feel like you're nothing.
But I'm not even a real person. Would I even belong?
I'm sure you wouldn't belong any less than me.
You're a strange little character. Suppose I could give it a try. All I ask is that we don't tell the lads about this. I don't want to drag them down with me.
Aw, that's really sweet. Seeing Pomni trying to help someone in a similar situation, but at a worse state of existentialism, and also gain a new friend. It's nice seeing that even in her own state of mind, she's still wanting to help people out. You know, push forward and help others in a worse situation than her own. Especially with an NPC and their dynamic. It'd be interesting seeing them fit in or even clash with other players.
What's your name, by the way?
Gummy Goo.
Wow, that's just about as dumb as my name.
So the two grab a vehicle to glitch their way out, while the others try to make their way back to the circus. Ragatha's worried about Pomni, and Kinger has a bucket on his head. Well, safety first. Eventually, I guess.
Are you sure they disappeared? It wasn't that they fell off or something?
I can't say for sure, but yes, definitely.
It's not like the boss to vanish with a clown.
Well, if worst comes to worst, we could always ask Caine to find her.
I'm more worried she's having another horrible experience. She still seems really upset about what happened yesterday. I don't think she really likes me that much.
It's a lot for anybody to go through. Don't take it too personally. I remember how long it took for you to adjust.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
Huh. I'm generally surprised Kinger was actually helpful here. He seemed pretty chill, honestly, compared to how he was in the pilot.
I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I spoke with him, he was rambling endlessly about some exit. Kinda like you, Pomni. You might be going insane too.
My comedy mask is broken again.
Ah! Oh! Gangle, you startled me.
Right? It's a very subtle shift. Like, what the hell's in that bucket?
Do you guys have a second truck that flies?
Yeah.
Down I go.
Good work, team.
Why are there two bad guy trucks?
This one's full of syrup too.
Ah, yeah. Suppose it is. Well, you don't suppose my mates here could take this one back to the village, could they?
I guess. Since there's two of them, there'd be no real harm.
Well, there you go. The gang used a double glitch, so both teams could win.
Ha 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 ha, how wholesome.
Gummy Goo, he's gonna come back to the circus with us.
Is that allowed?
His reality was kind of completely shattered. I feel like it was the least I could offer him.
That's good of you, Pomni.
Let's take this dumb truck to the dumb kingdom, I guess.
Well, the gang had some bumpy roads. Other than that, they had a pretty swell adventure. I mean, nobody suffered the cause of it. Well, besides Gummy Goo's existentialism. Poor guy. I feel bad for him.
Have fun executing that bandit fella.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead. You still did that?
Jax! Why? We had a good thing going here. Well, anyway, they returned to the circus with...
So this is the circus, huh? I could get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through.
Wait, what?
Caine! Why? He could have fit in! You fucking monster!
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
What the fuck do you mean? Pomni was getting the hang of everything and felt good about helping Gummy Goo. With some relatability with him, she didn't feel as alone before about her existence, only to be kicked back down with that familiar black hole of bleakness.
Well, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
I hope you short circuit, you bastard.
I'm really sorry about that, Pomni. At least you tried.
Oh, Ragatha, sweetie, you are not even close to her peripheral. You are just white noise to her right now. Pomni is disconnected. Try again later. I'm surprised she didn't abstract from that.
You know, he might be back in a future adventure. I know Caine sometimes likes to reuse NPCs.
It won't be the same. You're missing the point, Rags.
Got everything ready.
Hey, you at least want to join us for Kaufmo's funeral? We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who abstract.
Was Jax genuinely sad? Like, it was for a second, but he almost seemed actually upset.
It's the least we can do to honor their memory.
I always think I'm prepared for these things, but then you set up the picture and, well, I'm already breaking.
Well, even after death or abstraction, the impact of loss isn't lost on the group. They still care for one another and cherish the memories of those past, with Pomni herself realizing she's not completely alone. It's not like they've lost touch of their humanity. Even after being trapped in the circus for so long, they're still human. They still care and show it. They're all in here together. Well, most of them, minus Jax, for reasons I'm sure we'll get into later on. Interesting we don't see Jax. Jax I can understand with him constantly causing trouble or adding to it. Ragatha, of course, she's been with Pomni for the most part, trying to ease her way into the routine and getting her used to the adventures. No doubt relating to her as she herself had a tough time settling in. Gangle I'm surprised at, but I guess from seeing how Jax treats her, Pomni sees that Gangle gets mistreated as well. Zubul, well, I would say they're more neutral as they're more upfront with her and wasn't really malicious about it, so fair enough. Kinger, he tries, but he means well. Just spitballing here. So I gotta say, I enjoyed this episode a lot. I'd say more than the pilot. I feel as though the humor was better with this one for some of the technical aspects, like when they learn more about the glitchy mechanics of the circus and the adventures. Even when it wants to hold on to certain moments or shift the tone, like leading more to the sense of purpose and overall meaning of existing. With Pomni and Gummy Goo. The overall look in the series is great. I noticed in particular with Jax, he got a huge glow up from the pilot look. I mean, he's much more brighter as his former looked like it was still trying to render, if that makes any sense. He looked like he was still not quite polished. But given it was a pilot, I can let it slide. But everything else looks super nice, especially with like the facial expressions. They are quite a treat.
Pomni, take this! Aha! Gotcha!
This is Gummy Goo. He's gonna come back to the circus with us. His reality was kind of completely shattered. I feel like it was the least I could offer him.
Subtle note. I love the subtle nod from Gummy that his entire worldview has been shattered like, yeah, my complete frame of reference of my world is shattered, miss. I can't stay here. I'm too far gone. The music I liked, particularly with the score near the end with Kaufmo's funeral. That's a track that's been playing in the back of my head for a few days. Also, the characterization of the group is pretty solid, seeing more of the characters' personalities shine through as they are going for an actual adventure. Admittedly, only a few of them, but hey, I like the dynamics anyway. With Pomni, she's begrudgingly going through along with her new life, trying to get it over with, but only having to deal with the insane scenarios or questions of the logic of the wacky world that she's living in right now.
Sounds fun. What do you think, Pomni?
So, our entire existence here is just LARPing.
So we figured the best way to go head-to-head with them is to give you a war rig of your own.
Ooh, violence.
What time period is this supposed to be again?
With Ragatha, we see her try to comfort Pomni from her first day, even at the very start.
Hey, Pomni, how'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are.
She wants to be friends with Pomni and make sure she's a part of the group, with her constantly trying to assure and encourage her, you know. After all, she can understand where Pomni's coming from. She's been there and she's just trying to help her push forward and see the bright side in the circus. if there's any. But obviously, given Pomni's mental state and Ragatha's constant reassuring optimism, it may come across as a bit condescending.
Your kingdom's awesome, by the way. Love the vibe.
I like you already.
Look, Pomni, we're already friends with the princess.
I'm not a child, you don't have to hype me up.
But then that to Ragatha comes across as a bit personal and thinking that Pomni thinks she's annoying and doesn't like her. But she still tries even after Gummigoo got erased, rest in peace my boy. She tries to help her and offers her to join them for Cosmo's funeral. Even though she never really met him, she still joins him anyway. So it's a pretty decent step up from before. Hopefully we'll get to see more insight on more about the gang's past, or maybe what they were like before they got trapped in the circus, or maybe even shed some light about the creation of the digital circus. On to episode 3.